And welcome in. I'm Andrew Wittenberg. A lot of very grateful people today after we learned that 2 LDS missionaries serving in Brussels are on the mend. Breaking news specialist Shara Park was at a press conference that has just wrapped up within the past 30 minutes. She joins us live this afternoon with the very latest. And Shara, what an amazing show of support from the University of Utah and the parents of these former missionaries.
Yeah, Andrew, this was a very powerful press conference that we just wrapped up here at the University of Utah Hospital. We heard from the parents of Elder Empey. We heard from the parents of Elder Wells, and then 2 doctors that are currently on the team treating these 2 young men. Some of the things I wanted to share with you that came out of this here, a big sense of relief coming from both of these families to be back here in Utah, receiving the care they're getting here at the University of Utah. Also, sorrow for those families still suffering from loss and injuries in the attacks that occurred in Brussels, and then a great sense of appreciation for the support that both of these families have felt. Here's some quick sound bites from them. Listen to in their own words how they're feeling this afternoon.
Our son has received excellent care. He's in great hands. I don't feel like he'd be in any better hands.
We received the call directly from our son is how we heard the news, and that was very comforting.
We're fortunate, we feel blessed that they survived. However, we know there's a lot of people that didn't have the same outcome as us, and we're very mindful of the loss that a lot of people have suffered.
She said, you know, what would you consider your condition to be? And he's like, when she said fair, and he said fair, awesome.
Fair to awesome.
Fair to awesome. So he's doing awesome.
Such great comments there from these families. They both have such positive attitudes right now. Some things to share with you. According to Amber Empey, Elder Empey's mother, these boys are young, healthy boys. They're making great progress. They're improving. Their conditions are improving every day, and they're grateful for the care they're getting here at the hospital. In terms of their injuries, we got into a little of that here. We know from the Wells family that Elder Empey had burns to his face, second-degree burns to his face. The injury to his hand is a little more unknown at this point, just how deep that burn is to his hand. But they're most concerned right now about the shrapnel to his leg. As for Elder Wells, his burns on his face have healed very quickly. He's improving each day, as we saw in a recent picture released of him with Elder Oaks. He looks very good, and they're also trying to make improvements on his hand as well that received some burns, and then his legs as well. So things here wrapping up at the University of Utah. We're going to hear more from both of these families coming up on later editions of our news today. But for the most part, Andrew, just very thankful. These families very thankful to be back here in Utah, thankful for the support that they've seen, but now asking for some time and space for these 2 young men to heal and be able to go home.
Shara, what did we hear about moving forward? I know that there will be a process of recovery that takes some time. What did the family say about that process?
You know, there's a lot of different aspects to that moving forward. We've got the emotional part of it, the mental part of it, and the physical part of it as well. In terms of some of their biggest concerns that they talked about here at this press conference, for Kim Wells, she said that, you know, one of her biggest concerns for her son right now is his future. Mason had always wanted to be a service member. He wanted to serve in the U.S. forces of some sort, whether it be Army or military, and she's worried about what these injuries may do to that dream of his. But she said that, you know, they'll just take that as it comes and help him achieve those goals as much as he can. And for Court Empey and his family, he said for his son, he's just most worried right now about getting him healthy. They're most worried about the shrapnel in his legs and what it's going to take to get him healthy. And then they're most excited about getting him back to southern Utah, back into his community with his friends and family so he can heal there.
All right, Shara Park on this Thursday afternoon with some good news and update there from the University of Utah Hospital. We appreciate the update, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Shara, thanks.